I've not cooked since January, and this is like the 6th month of the year.
20 orders online
In a week.
in a day. Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
In a day, yes. 30,000 in a day. Then in a week we should be looking up to like 170, close to 200.
And that's after Glover's cut out their own.
Yeah.
That's your own take home. After Glover's taking their percentage. That percentage. What percentage of your deliveries are usually food deliveries?
I'm about, let's just say like 95% are mostly food.
95%?
Yes.
What gender is more likely and what age bracket is more likely to?
Yeah, from my own perspective, what I've seen, mostly females that are mostly ordering.
Technology has significantly influenced our lives, and for a place like Lagos, where the lifestyle is tedious, a good number of Lagosians now rely on online food delivery services. In this city of over 20 million people, time is a luxury and every minute counts. Whether you're a professional running the daily grind, a student with back-to-back lectures, or a busy parent juggling work and family, the simple act of cooking often becomes the first thing to sleep. As Lagos gets busier, food delivery apps like Chowdeck and Glovo have become essential, offering every type of meal with just a phone tap in a booming billion-dollar industry. But as convenience grows, so do the questions about its true cost, financial, social, and cultural. To better understand, we meet those directly affected by Lagos' food delivery boom.
Owing to Esosa's busy lifestyle as a 9-to-5, we're only able to reach her on the weekend. So let's go in and have a chat with her.
Hi, Daddy. Hi, Daddy.
It's a pleasure meeting you. Yeah. So what's your experience like using the online food delivery services?
Well, it has been very easy because as a 95, I really don't have that time to cook. I've not cooked since January, and this is like the 6th month of the year. So it has made things easy for me. I don't have to stress myself in the morning to cook. If I have to go to work very, very early, come back late, I'm very, very tired. So I just want to order food, have my bed, sleep. So for me, it's been more convenient for me.
Okay. Yeah. So so that means it's cost effective for you to be able to sustain the
I can't say because I've not, like I said, I've not cooked in like 6 months, so I'm not going to the market to see the price of stuffs and all of that. All I do is order. Probably if I had gone to the market to check, maybe things would have been, but so far it has made.
Yeah, but when you consider your time and how it frees up your time,
it's easier. It makes things easy.
So what would you say, like how much you spend a day or a week, or what's it like?
I can't say because I order food more than 2 times or 3 times maybe. Okay. So I can't say. Depends on where I'm ordering food.
But what's the average usually? Yeah.
You could say 15,000 naira a day.
Wow.
Wow.
No, not on you. Like even the industry itself. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Okay. And then there are some people that have this stereotype with maybe a lady not having to cook. What would you say about such?
That's their business. I didn't come to this life to suffer. I didn't come to suffer. I'm making my money. I order my food. I eat well. So whatever any other person thinks is their business. Coming to this life, I don't come with pot or kettle. So it's not like it's my primary duty in this life to come to the kitchen.
Yeah, as long as you are working, right?
I'm eating well. I'm ordering my food. I'm not dependent on anybody. So whatever they have to say is their business.
Yeah.
I'm not living under the means of any other person. It's my money. So if they say a lady should be in the kitchen 24/7, they should do that in their own circle. And even if peradventure life was a bit easier or I have the time to always want to cook, if I try not to cook, I won't still cook. Not because of their
because you can also transfer that time to something more productive.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically that's it basically. And then what would you say in the area of sustaining such lifestyle? Do you see yourself like continue using these services maybe even the next year, in the next 5 years?
For now, yes, I'm still going to be using it for a long time because I'm juggling 95 and my other businesses. I really don't have
So
that.
these services has made it easy. The technology here has made it easy.
Unfortunately, Chowdeck has even made it better. I'm sorry I'm mentioning names, but Chowdeck has made it better. There's a section of Chowdeck where you have to spin the wheel. They help with discounts, and there are times, there are different levels in Chowdeck. There is the newbies, that the starters, and then there is the next rated. So with my ordering so far, I've gotten to next rated.
Wow.
As a regular customer of Chowdeck.
Yes. So that.
So it's for me, it's easy. So for the next, right now, even next year, I'm still going to do more of the
so it all starts from the lifestyle of Lagos, and then from the system, maybe your employment, you're able to still sustain the lifestyle. It all goes together. So thank you. So is there any room for improvement you suggest to the companies, or is it from the vendors or maybe the companies? Is there any disadvantage you face in any angle, be it from the food vendors themselves or from the...
Well, sometimes some of the food ordered are not so pleasant, or the handoff from these drivers, from the riders, are not so pleasant. But there's nothing you can do. Even if you make a complaint, it's not like they'll call you for a refund or something. So there are sometimes, you've ordered from this place and the food is messed up, you won't order there again. And then if the rider is not okay, the least you can do is make a complaint, but nothing special is going to be done.
So nothing is perfect. So life is about pros and cons, but for you, the experience, the pros outweigh the cons.
Definitely.
All right, thank you so much for your time.
Welcome.
So it's a pleasure meeting you. So what's your experience like using the online food delivery apps?
It's been nice so far, but the only drawback is the service charge and the price that the food prices on the app are way more expensive than it is in the actual food store.
Okay, so explain that. How different is it?
Like, there was a time I wanted to buy food at Papi's. Normally the food is like 5,900, but on the app it's all showing 8,000 naira, which is very ridiculous. And
you're a student.
Yeah.
So if you are not a student, for instance, maybe considering the leisure, maybe if you consider the time to go and pick it up yourself or the time to go to the kitchen, if you are a very busy person and you feel the price is not an issue, would you mind? Or that price will still be a factor?
Yeah, because there's no how you are. Like, you always want to work on a budget. Like, why would I spend 2,000 naira more for a food I can just go and pick up by myself?
Okay, so the fee. So because of that, so how frequently do you then use the app?
Not so often. Maybe sometimes, maybe like 4 to 5 times a month.
Okay. And those times that you use them, like what was the factor?
It was just that maybe it was too dark for me to go out to get food. Like in the night.
It still served the purpose, maybe distress and
exactly. Like I did not get food around then.
Okay. All right, no problem.
This cost sensitivity reflects a broader reality. Despite Nigeria food delivery market growing at 10.3% annually, price remains a significant barrier for many Nigerians. Marriage and lifestyle changes significantly impact food delivery usage pattern, highlighting the personal nature of this seemingly technological shift.
So you said you stopped using those online food delivery services. Why did you stop using those online food delivery services?
Actually, I stopped using online food delivery services because I'm married now, and I used to bring food from my house. Sometimes I eat in the morning before I come.
You used to bring the food from where?
From my house.
Who prepares them?
My wife prepares.
Okay, so your marital status changed everything for you. But since you've used those services in the past, how was it like?
Yeah, actually, it was. The experience was not fine because I'll use that word. It was not fine to me, but they helped. They helped me. At least I was able to see something to eat. But they used to give small food.
Okay.
And at the time, they started reducing the food to a very small, that cannot even be enough for me. The quantity was not satisfied me at all. So I even stopped before. I stopped for like 1 month before I married.
Okay, because of the quantity you stopped.
The quantity I stopped because of the quantity.
And then your marital status encouraged it because...
Yes, because I now eat enough
from your wife.
From my wife.
Okay, all right, thank you.
But the food vendors, they still help. They are good.
Okay, when you can't get food from home, you still...
once in a while.
Okay. So we learned that, the Glove company doesn't only deliver food, wrong food delivery. So I want to ask, what percentage of your deliveries are usually food deliveries?
About, let's just say like 95% are mostly food.
95%?
Yes.
Wow, that's a lot. So you are saying maybe if you have 20 orders, then maybe 19 of that will be food delivery?
Yes, very true.
Okay, so what's the setup of your deliveries? Like, where do you usually deliver to people? Is it mostly, people at home, people at their workplace?
Okay, basically most people order from their houses.
Okay, people at home.
At home, yeah.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
even when they can cook, they'll still even. I was thinking to more like workplace and delivery. All right, and then what is the demographic? That is, maybe what gender is more likely and what age bracket is more likely to?
Yeah, from my own perspective, what I've seen, mostly females that are mostly ordering.
Can you imagine this generation? It's ladies that usually order more food. Interesting stats. And then in your job, what's the age bracket?
I guess around that, from that, let's say around that 20 to maybe early 30s.
Okay, that is young ladies.
Young
All right. And then, so what's one challenge you face mostly in delivering your job?
Okay, one of the challenges I mostly face is on the aspect of wrong location.
Okay.
Customer puts in the wrong location. Sometimes they might put that they're in location here, meanwhile they are not in that location. And if you probably call them, tell them I'm at that location, tell that they've left that place at the moment.
Oh, those are the challenges, yeah. And then how do you then get back? So you then have to still, trace them and go to the new location that they are, or
sometimes we go to a new location based on how far the location is. If it is a very far location, we might not go there, they might cancel the order.
Wow, and then you go back with the food.
Yes.
Wow, those are the things. And then to do your job right, what area would you need assistance to do your job better?
Yeah, I guess in the area of since I'm using a bicycle, for instance, the cost of maintenance is quite a bit high, based on the fact that people might see it as a little means of the mobility, but the cost of maintaining is quite high.
Wow, I was thinking that maybe it's those people that even have a bike that would have more challenges, especially even the fuel. Wow, it didn't even occur to me that yes, there will be maintenance.
As we have seen, food delivery shapes lives across Lagos, from busy professionals and students to families and riders. But who truly benefits as this industry expands, and what challenges lurks beneath the surface? Two platforms dominate Nigeria's food delivery landscape: homegrown Chowdeck and Spanish-owned Glovo, but their approaches couldn't be more different. Chowdeck is known for quick 30-minute deliveries in Lagos and charges restaurants a 24 to 25% commission. In 2024, it processed over 30 billion naira in deliveries, with 80% of its volume from Lagos. Glovo operates globally in 140 cities, charging 10 to 30% commission, with big chains paying less. Since 2021, it has generated 71 billion naira for Nigerian partners, with 20% of its users ordering beyond food.
So what has been your experience using this online food delivery services?
It's been a very good experience actually. It saves us time, it saves us money, it helps us save, because they usually pay weekly, you understand, and it's another means of reaching out to customers. Some of them we don't even know them, you understand, like it goes very far. Yeah, that's it. So it's been great so far.
This is a new insight you are giving to us. So usually once you have an account on these platforms and people use your services, you order to them, but you only get paid from the app weekly.
Yes.
So is it that that means your pay, but there's some form of it to be accumulating. You can see the dashboard.
We have a manager portal. So in that portal we have everything that we need there, how the money is going to be paid, and how you can even monitor your sales. You can make promotions on the app. So many things.
You will know how much you are selling out
definitely.
and what have you.
Yes, there's a graph. There's a graph chart
on the manager portal that you can also use in scaling out your sales. And
okay, so this weekend that you receive your payment, is it a particular day? Which day is that? Day Saturday?
It varies. It might be on a Tuesday, it might be on a Wednesday, because they do it weekly. So like from last week and this week.
And your week, it depends on you when your own week starts counting. So your week can start counting from a Monday, it can start counting from a Tuesday.
No, actually they do it like, how will I put it now? Okay, take for instance now that the week starts on perhaps on a Wednesday now. Then it will not be the next Wednesday again. That's when they will make the payments. Sometimes it might not come in that day, but it will come in the next day after receiving an invoice. So it's just basically just like that, there's no much stress on it.
All right. Then when you receive that invoice, then the next week we start counting from when.
From another one again. Yeah.
And this platform is
Glovo.
Glovo. Is it similar with Chowdeck?
Yes, almost the same thing, but I think Glovo is more, should I say, more popular than Chowdeck.
Okay, on your own end.
On my own,
popular. Okay, no problem. So, what would you say in ratio to maybe direct customers that are able to come to your shop, and then those that you sell out on the app? So, what's the ratio with your sales?
I feel the one coming online is more than the one we have.
You mean it?
Physically, yeah.
Okay, I know that you stay in a, an open urban environment, and an environment that is busy. I mean, it's late at night and it's still very busy. Yeah, and the student environment.
Exactly.
Yet you're telling me that the online sales still beats,
Because people don't really want to come outside these days to start buying stuff.
Wow.
You understand? So they feel like it's more comforting.
Wow.
To do that from your house. You just be at home. You just make your order online. Within the next 10 to 15 minutes, your food is available. So what's the point of coming outside? So that just, I think it's better.
Okay.
I will also do the same thing too on my own.
Wow. So that's, this generation will go for convenience. So
The technology is moving very, very fast these days, and it's making things very easy.
All right. And then what if you just get a report that maybe for some reasons there's a regulation, these companies are not in compliance with the federal government and they'll be banned? How would you react to that?
They wouldn't want to try it.
Really?
No, they won't, they can't, because it's helping society. So why would you stop something that will want to benefit everybody? They won't try, they won't even think of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So maybe as a medium to small scale business that you are, I would want to then ask you, I don't know if you're comfortable sharing your statistics, like how's the revenue like especially if you measure still the same thing, give us that comparison with, physical direct sales and that of online. So what's the revenue like? Okay, what's your turnout? Okay, that weekly turnout, right? What can it be? And relate that in ratio to direct transaction, right? What would be your turnout? Maybe that Wednesday to the next Wednesday, which you get your checkout. What are we looking at? How much thousands is that or what? And then if you calculate maybe direct customers had come in that Wednesday to the next one, what is it like weekly comparing the two services?
Let's say, take for instance now, if there's an activity going on around the area, because we are close to the cemetery, because people do burials all the time, and it brings in more crowd to this location. So it varies, it varies.
Okay, but can you give an average? Let's say they are using those factors on a normal week. Maybe there's no standard. Of course, if there's an occasion, physical patronage will be more than online patronage. Yeah. But let's say on average, when they are using those external factors, just on an average normal.
The online is always more.
Give us the stats. You can tell us, how much number of patronage and what amount is that, if you're okay sharing.
Okay. Let's say perhaps we have roughly 20 orders online
in a week.
In a day.
Are you kidding me?
In a day, yes. We do have like 20 in a day sometimes. We do have, 15.
And there are lots of outlets, food vendors around doing this.
Yeah,
And
sure.
just you are turning out 20 orders a day. Wow, that is more than 100 in a week.
If we are looking up to that amount, yes. Some days are more than that. Some days it's not up to, but
That's the average, 20
At least, at most, let's just say at least 15. At least 15, But some days things might, this is market, you can't predict what will happen, but with the minimum of it's 15.
Okay, let's say 15 is the average in a day times 7.
Yeah.
That's like a week.
Yes.
Okay, my maths. We'll do that calculation later. And then what will revenue be like?
Let's say let's work with the number of like let me say like close to 30,000 in a day. Then in a week we should be looking up to like 170, close to 200.
And that's after Glovo has cut out their own.
Yeah.
That's your own take home. After Glovo has taken their percentage. That percentage is like.
We share a 20%.
Okay, 20%.
20%, yeah. So on every order they have 20% on it. So what they do is when they get the actual sales for that particular week, then they just minus 20% of it and the rest is ours.
That 20% that they minus, does it also cover for the rider?
It's up to them. We don't know. We just deliver.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So 20% means if something is 1,000 naira, you are getting 800 naira.
Exactly.
Then Glovo takes 200 naira.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Nice speaking to you.
All right.
Thanks for sharing this wonderful insight. We wouldn't have known if we didn't hear it from you.
All right. No problem.
Thank you. Thank you for your time. All right. More saves to you.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
All right.
For vendors, platform offers unprecedented reach. Over 6,000 Nigerian businesses now use Glovo alone, generating billions in revenue. In Lagos, food delivery has become a 71 billion naira industry, reshaping how students eat, how professionals live, how vendors do business, and how riders survive. But behind the convenience lies a question of divide and sustainability. In the years ahead, will these platforms bring access to all or leave the smaller players behind? The answer doesn't rest with the apps, but with us. So, is the cost of convenience truly worth it?